He's candid about his humble beginnings in Indiana, where being a big-time investor one day was far from Chris Graby's mind.
Growing up, my mom, she did everything she could, but we were on the free and reduced lunch program. I mean, there was just not a lot of money in our life. I started working pretty early. My first job ever was on a tobacco farm at the age of 14.
Years later, Chris launched his own startup.
I started a business in the early days of Amazon where you could go and build your own private label company, and it exploded. It took off, and it was kind of my first taste of entrepreneurial success.
He then turned to helping others launch their startups.
I started Amazon business, Shopify business, Airbnb, photography. And I started to kind of try and help people understand how you could turn a side hustle into this large amount of money that could change your life.
Now, with new laws, anyone can be an angel investor, not just millionaires or billionaires.
You come to the Shark Tank, you want to think big, right?
Right.
You're asking for $1 million.
President Barack Obama signed the Jobs Act in 2012, and the legislation kicked in 2016, which made it possible for anyone, no matter their accreditation, no matter their income level, as long as they were 18 years or older, they could start investing in early stage startups.
In 2016, startup companies could now seek up to $1 million from retail investors. More recently, that rose to $5 million.
I have been helping entrepreneurs raise capital. I've been helping retail investors understand about this space and how they can win in this space.
His new service, Deal Hunters Alliance, will identify disruptive startups and give members a shot at getting in early.
You and the Weiss team have coined this phase of early investing the alpha round of funding. Explain what it is.
For those who are typical angel investors, there's different rounds that companies will raise money. If someone has an idea, it starts usually with friends and family and their own capital. And then after that, they've gained traction. They go to this kind of middle road where it's like, okay, we're starting to find traction. This is what we're calling the alpha round. And people call it seed round, pre-seed round. It's kind of those earliest stages.
The rounds for venture capitalists and big banks come in much later. The alpha round is where investors can see enormous returns. But as with everything, there is risk.
The thing I want everybody to know is that this has the potential to be the riskiest round. This is kind of like you bet big, and either it's probably going to win or it's probably going to fail. And that's the thing I always want to make sure people understand. Now, if it wins, that's a really, really good day for everybody. If you're able to take $1,000 and turn it into $25,000, that would be great.
Chris, you have a very good track record of finding these companies that blossom. What are some of the qualities that you look for?
I'm going to look at the founder. Do they have a track record? Do they have the ability to scale? Are they able to take this company and really grow it? Or are they going to make it a good $1 or $2 million a year business? But that's just not where I want my money to go live. I look at the technology, I look at the company. Is this technology ready and ripe for adoption, have the potential to really explode? And that's definitely something I'm looking at.
And he looks for something that makes the company stand out.
Is there a differentiator? There are a bunch of products out there that everyone's going to copy and there's going to be a bunch in the market, or do they have some kind of advantage, like what we call a moat or a patent or some technology that's been developed that no one else can steal, but they have the rights to it? That's something that's very important to me.
Deal Hunters Alliance will offer members in-person meetings and retreats.
We're going to work really hard to bring in these founders that they can meet them and have kind of eye-to-eye, do the handshake thing, and talk to these founders and ask them some of the hard questions before they invest their capital.
It's an opportunity to invest in a company before its exit, before it's listed on any exchange. Chris has seen tremendous success in his selections.
For me, since the space is so early, I've seen a really, really high increase in the amount that I invested, the valuation increase in these companies cumulative. But in this space, no one has seen a huge exit as of yet. There is a wave coming.
Chris is a father of 5, creating generational wealth for his family. He says you can too.
If you do your due diligence and you become educated and you partner with right people and you learn and you start to really understand what's happening here, you can be a smart, savvy retail investor in the world of private investing and can enter with confidence.
These are alpha rounds for potential mega profits.
Private equity specialist Chris Graby, such a pleasure speaking with you today. Thank you so much for making time.
Absolutely honored to be here.